Have you heard of Econo date or Inflate-a date, which is dating on a budget, which is a thing. And it's important that people are aware that we're, in a time where it's almost a recession and people are on a budget, and that needs to be respected. And I'm cool about that. But I have a quick story about one that I was like, wow. So met a guy. He was a student. She said, look, I don't have a lot of money. They went for a walk. They each brought their water bottle. She brought a small picnic. They did this. Third date, he invites her over. His apartment, he said, come see my room, and they were making out. He's a good looking guy on the couch. She said, you need to come see my room. He was, sort of a different culture, but had gone when he was a student and bought those ramen noodles in bulk. Like, he bought a skid of them for, I think, $50. And his room was made of ramen noodle packages. Swear to God, like his bed, underneath his bed, and then put a mattress on top, and on top of and under his desk, and his chair was raised up full of ramen noodles. And he was eating them 3 meals a day on a budget, like pennies a day. I can't imagine maybe, how little that would cost. But she's like, I'm not doing it on a bed of ramen noodles. Like, WTF? Like, what the hell, Sue? It was just, and you want to be sensitive to somebody on a budget. And she's like, what do you do? And I'm like, invite him to your place. Like, if you want him, I get it. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm sorry, but I just have this picture in my mind about doing that. Do you have any crazy stories about, the one I had, and I, it's been a while since I had one of those kind of dates, was I went to a date on a bar, and thank God I met him there. And sat down for dinner, and he ordered like double rum and cokes, like right off the bat, like drinking like a fish. And he was, and I'm a bit of a nerd, like I've seen all the Star Wars movies, and I watched The New Generation, and I'm all about Picard and whatever. And he had a Star Trek pin, and he kept tapping it through the beginning of the date, basically talking into his communicator. I swear to God, I was like, ooh, we're cutting this one short. And anyway, I'm interested to know if you have any. I'm Sue. I got more.